And now introducing our Newbern Civic Theater Board President, Chad Satoon.
Theater is not about just performing. When you get to the theater, there's somebody in the front, there's an usher. I'm not sure if my mic is on, so I'm going to talk louder. There is somebody who's doing the spotlights, the sound, somebody backstage, somebody on the sides, somebody doing makeup, costumes. Theater is about the volunteers. The volunteers can be young, old, older, but it's all about the volunteers. And tonight, it's about the volunteers. So, on behalf of Newbern Civic Theater, we want to thank you and all of you, because without you, none of this is possible. Theater will take someone who doesn't have as much confidence, maybe someone who doesn't have as many friends. It'll take somebody off the streets, put them on spotlights. Then all of a sudden they gain a little bit of confidence, they go backstage, they help. Then all of a sudden, they want to be on stage and say a few things. Then they want a part. And then before you know it, they're on stage talking their head off to you right now. But again, tonight is about you. So we thank you. Now, are you guys ready for tonight? 2018 Gala Awards. I want to hear you again. Let's go. The first one is Keith. I have to be in the spotlight. Boy. This evening is Peyton. I have to be in every freaking single musical there is at Newbern. Hey, Jenkins.
They made him president?
I'm just as surprised.
Jeez, next thing he's going to want a drink named after him or something.
What would they name a drink after him?
The Chad? Too egotistical.
Too egotistical.
He wouldn't
too
even-
out there.
no,
Way
not
too
possible.
out there. Okay. Well, gosh. Well, Peyton, good to see you, buddy.
Good to see you too. It's been a while.
It's been fantastic. I know. We've well, you see, we were both leading men in 2016.
Right, and then immediately took a year off.
Yeah, we took this past year off there. That is correct. You didn't do anything, did you?
I pulled some strings to make some shows happen.
Weren't you literally in the fly loft pulling strings for Aida and... Well, you know, I gotta tell you, well, I took the year off, and I couldn't be happier, but you know, I'm back into things now. I gotta tell you, I don't know how fast word travels around here. I know sometimes word gets around, sometimes a little bit slower, but I've had kind of a big week.
Yeah? Tell me more.
Yeah.
What's happened?
I mean, it's kind of a life-altering decision, to be honest with you.
Yeah?
It's, you know, kind of changes the path and changes the way things are going. It's a very big commitment. It's very, very big. But I gotta be honest, I'm excited.
Good.
I'm looking forward to it.
As you should be.
You know, there's going to be challenges and everything, but
Yes.
overall, I think it's going to be a very rewarding experience.
Good.
Yeah.
Good. I'm glad to hear that.
Yeah, this past week we started production on Sweetie Todd. Between that and getting engaged to Meredith McKee, it's been a busy week.
girl next door, or you're getting married to the girl next door?
They don't get. She literally lives around the block from me. That's the joke. That's what we call an insider. Quiet, Aaron. All right, we're getting to it. Welcome everybody to our Gala Awards here, celebrating 2017. I want to thank everybody here. I know that everybody in this room has had a part in making this past year and many years prior possible here at Newbern Civic Theater. I can only repeat everything that Chad has said. It's all about volunteers, and that is what we're doing here tonight, is celebrating that. I don't know, is Knox Proctor here tonight? No. Not Proctor? Well, I just want to say a few words here. Knox Proctor, for those of you may or may not know, he was our previous president here on the board, and he has served many times in years past, and I just wanted to give him a shout out as well, because he is one of those figures I think the only time we ever see him on this stage is when he would be presenting an award, but for many, many years now, he has been such a vital figure in keeping this place running and just being a life force for us. I just want to give him a round of applause. And I am very proud, and all joking aside, Chad is just such a wonderful person. He is going to provide such wonderful ideas and life and rejuvenation to moving this theater forward, and I could not be more excited to have him as our president. I know that in the past, me and Chad have had our differences. And I know that many of you out there have seen those differences played out on this stage here before you. But I just want, Chad, where you at, buddy? Where'd you go?
I'm right here.
There he is. Look, I want you to know that I no grudges, no hard feelings, that I love you, man. And just as a token of my appreciation to you, I put together just a little highlight reel of what I think are some of your crowning achievements on this stage. Just to me, what I'm going to show you right now, this is my tribute to Chad Stig. This is what makes him the human being that he is, and it just warms my heart to see these moments of him doing on stage. So let's roll the video, my little tribute.
Are you freaking serious?
Right, Sheriff?
Peyton, why don't you start us off here, sir?
All right. So, directed by Alan Berger, produced by Laura Wilson, and musically directed by Jimmy Merritt. Next to Normal is about a family in tumult. The arcing moment of the show is when Diana and Natalie open up to one another and reconcile. Allow me to welcome to the stage Amy Curran and Jordan Doughty singing Maybe.
Our second performance of 2017 was Gem of the Ocean. Directed by Alan Hobson and produced by Jasmine Foskey, now Hobson. Gem of the Ocean was a story of forgiveness, redemption, acceptance, and a man's discovery of all of these within humanity. It was a powerful show, full of amazing performances, strong performances, and we have a video that we're going to show you right now. Hope you enjoy it.
Now let's welcome to the stage Nadre Bell and Nora Blaylock presenting the Junior Stagecraft Awards.
are here to present the Junior Stage Craft Award. This award is for a young performer under the age of 14 who demonstrates not only ability but has an understanding of good stage technique and are a part of the theater team. Attitude plays a huge role in this award and this honor, and the recipient shows an exemplary attitude and a firm grasp of the theater craft.
The person receiving this award is someone that is always happy to be a part of the team. A production is never the same without them, and they are always ready to get to work with a smile on their face.
When I first met this young lady, she embraced me with such a hug and such a warmth that I have never ever felt from anybody else. She is the definition of perseverance. She tries and she does. Her attitude is always loving and positive, and she is a force to be reckoned with. I cannot wait to see what she grows up to be and how she provides this theater home heart and love and warmth. So this year, the Junior Stage Craft Award goes to Addison Edwards.
I don't have words to describe Miss Laura and this person right here. They're so sweet to me, and I appreciate everything that they do for me. So thank you very much, everybody that came to see me, and I'm really happy and wonderful and stoked. I love you guys. Thank you.
If the performers for Once on This Island would make their way up on the stage. Directed and musically directed by Janab Bell and produced by Kelly Rogers, our young people of the theater tackled issues of unrequited love and classism in Once on This Island.
As they make their way back to their seats, I would like to take a moment to tell you all about a program I'm sure everybody here is very familiar with, and that is the Sax Bradbury Players. I was going to say, it sounds like a good place to applaud. Yeah. This is a program that I'm very proud that we have here at Newbern Civic Theater. As I'm sure everybody here knows, every summer we give an entire production to our teenagers. They produce, they direct, they market, they act, they set design, they do it all. It is their show. And I had the unmitigated pleasure this past year of mentoring the production, which was directed by Wes Gerard. And produced by Ruth Fletcher. As they presented, based on Lee Harper's incredible book, To Kill a Mockingbird, a very touching and very difficult show to put on. And as I'm sure everybody here saw live, and as you will see in this video here, they knocked it out of the ballpark. Ladies and gentlemen, To Kill a Mockingbird. All right, and now presenting the Pat Burton Award, please welcome to the stage Wes Gerard and Rue Fletcher.
Howdy, y'all. Presenting the Pat Burton Award, which is recognizes excellence of someone at the ages 14 to 18. This person, very wonderful person. I'm gonna let Christina start talking.
Okay, so if you're not ready to hear this person about a million times, well, prepare yourself. So this person is a leader among their peers. It doesn't matter if it's children or people of their same age. They come to every role with the same level of professionalism and enthusiasm that is infectious to everyone. They're trusted by their peers, and they use that trust to be very honest with their advice and very open with their advice. And they're just incredible.
I've known this person for a few years, enough to say I was shocked to see them driving a car. But I can say with utmost certainty that this person is a great presence on stage. I would even dare say iconic to New Bern Civic Theater, and the award goes to Megan Bobbitt.
That's really weird, even though I talk literally all the time, if you know me. So, first of all, thank you to New Bern Civic Theater and everyone, really. I have been so honored to be a part of this community, and I just love doing it. I plan to go to college for it. Let's hope. And playing Scout was honestly like my favorite role in my entire life, mainly because I got to wear overalls. And yeah, that sums it up, whole part right there. I'm just really, really grateful for this amazing opportunity and thankful to everyone who helps me get to where I am. And a huge shout out to my mom, who's sitting over there, who I love very dearly and has kept me going through everything in my life. Thank you so much.
For 2 weeks, every summer at the New Bern Civic Theater, we have a summer workshop where we open our doors, and in just 2 weeks' time, I think it's typically 40 youth, if I'm not
50
mistaken.
this year.
It was 50 this year, though. I was getting to that. And this year, by extremely popular demand, they opened it up from 40 to 50, and I'm sure next year they're going to do 60, right? But with that said, we bring in 40 young people into the theater. In the course of 2 weeks, not only do they learn the fundamentals of theater and putting on a show, not just being on stage, but technical aspects and everything backstage, but in those 2 weeks, and on top of learning all that, they put on a production. This past year, it was led by Jordan Dottie, music directed by Denadre Bell. This is a good time for applause. Now, of course, we have a very brief video that shows exactly what they got up to this past summer, ladies and gentlemen, the 2017 Summer Workshop.
Now allow me to introduce Chris Pearson to give out the Tom Landon Technical Achievement Award. And Victor Burrow, I'm sorry. I said one moment.
I can't believe this.
Chris, do you know what we're doing?
I think so. So the Tom Landon Technical Excellence Award is given to a technician who has demonstrated excellence in the theater in every department of the theater, from lights to sound to backstage. And this person has pretty much, since the moment they walked into the building, which I think I remember back during Aida, they literally bought a ticket to see a show, and we met them before the show, and we fell in love with this guy. So he's become a best friend, and since then he's literally painted sets. I'm pretty sure Claire loves you and Neil as well. ran lights. He's probably the best follow spot operator trainer I know, and even lit his own re-enlistment on our stage. So just keep it brief. This year's Tom Landon Award for Technical Excellence goes to Daniel Rowan. We also made him work tonight. He had to hang the projector about 2 hours ago, I think.
I love the fact that Chris is running the show from his phone right now.
I'm just calling the show.
Thank you guys so much. It was Aida, not Aida.
They sounded
close. I literally just came to see a show about 3 years ago, and I fell in love with it here. I made my best friend here in New Bern.
Right here.
I really didn't care for North Carolina until I truthfully got involved, and it's going to be very hard leaving come August. But it's only for a little bit, and then I'll be back, and I hope to stay for a long time. So thank you guys.
In May of 2017, we had a very lively musical on our stage, and I really distracted Tim. I was not ready for that. That's all right. Hi. Okay. Catch Me If You Can was our May musical. Directed by Derek Jordan, produced by Jen Wiggs, and music directed by Brandon Banks. I'm sure, yes. You can celebrate, please clap. Do not be timid. But it was a wonderful. What is it? Now you're killing the moment. That's my job. Not enough people found that funny. Yeah. All right. Yes. So, Catch Me If You Can, of course, based on the true story of Frank Abagnale Jr., and they made a very popular movie based on it as well. A very talented cast and crew we had on that. I would like to invite our performers on stage. We're going to be performing a little number from Catch Me If You Can. Please welcome to the stage Abby Lewis, everybody.
And now Daniel Rowan and Neil Oliver to present the Artistic Achievement Award.
Should you be working?
I am. Okay. So Neil and I are here to present the Artistic Achievement Award this year. It's given to somebody who's very artistically inclined, obviously.
Yes, and obviously has worked in this theater. One of the hallmarks of someone who is a good artist, a desired artist in the theatrical world, is that they have the ability to work well with others within a design framework presented by a director, and then to collaborate with lighting, sound, actors, all of that fun stuff to bring a production together. And this person has been able to do that with several productions. Dan?
Started off this season with 4,200 dots.
Yeah.
And then brought us the Sands of Egypt.
Yes. Yes. And is currently taking us on a trip through the Wiz. I can't wait to see what else she has to bring us. This year's award goes to Claire Oliver.
behind the scenes person, except for Aida, that was like the one time. So not really good in front of people, but thank y'all so much. I have loved working with this theater. I graduated as a technical theater person, thought I wouldn't be able to do that again until Neil started in here, and y'all kind of let me be part of your family. So, and I plan to stay, so thank you.
Wait, you have to turn the mic back on for just a second. Or you don't have to, I'll still talk about it. So we're getting ready tonight to come here, and I said, why are you dressed up? Well, I have to present an award. Oh, you're going to give me one? Yeah, absolutely. So we played that off. Thank you very much.
And now I'd like for you to welcome to the stage to present the Volunteer of the Year Award. I'd like you to welcome Meredith McKee and myself. I made her wear the smaller ring because I didn't want to be like show off. One of 5 rings, one for every week. Okay, so we are presenting the Volunteer of the Year Award, and as we have mentioned before, this entire evening is all about honoring our volunteers, the people who are the backbone, the spine, the everything of this theater. So how does one go about signaling out one person to give this award to? And we choose the person that we feel over the past year has exemplified what it is to be a volunteer, to be selfless, to be giving of their self and their time to making this theater work, to putting everything into bringing the magic on the stage, and not just the magic that's on the stage, but the personalities and the development that comes behind it. And not just on the stage, but behind the scenes in every facet there is. And to go into more detail on this individual, I give it to Meredith.
Hi. From the moment that this person walked through the doors of the New Bern Civic Theater, things immediately started to change. For a little bit, they tried to fly under the radar, just doing some ensemble roles and maybe helping out backstage here and there, but just kind of doing a little bit of this the whole way through. But it wasn't long before people started catching on that, wow, this person's got something. Soon, they began to take on a handful more roles. Maybe they got to talk on stage every now and then. They got to touch some buttons up in tech. They got to start building things as far as a set goes. They basically became a person who not only is a skilled performer and a craftsman, they exemplified someone who cares about honoring what this theater is on the inside and doing everything in their power to make it match on the outside by taking on major challenges, including the lobby and helping planning with other things. They've also turned this into a family affair with this person's spouse and their children now being involved in the theater just as much as they are, in a way that can only be done, that can only be taught with when it's demonstrated, when that love and respect for what this craft is and what this place is. And this person is a close friend of mine as well, and I look up to this person so very much in everything that they do. So I am beyond honored to present the award for Volunteer of the Year to my friend Neil Oliver.
Back up to the sound booth.
Neil, before we give you the microphone, one of the big things, the projects that Neil has helped us out with this year alone, is our wonderful lobby renovation that I know And so we have a brief 1-minute video just with him talking about some of the work that went into the lodge. So enjoy the video and enjoy Neil having to watch and listen to himself.
Thank you. I do like to fly under the radar, just like Claire does, despite the fact that I enjoy the stage. But it is a great honor to receive an award that recognizes volunteers in an organization that really is volunteer-driven. All of us here tonight have given of our time, save a very few who are lucky enough to be on staff to do the wonderful work that we do. I found a home in theater as a very young person, a very shy young person, who really couldn't find his place in life. We just moved, had a really tough time, and was invited into the theater, into what a friend of mine calls the land of misfit toys. We all find our way here in some odd way, whether it be on stage or in technical theater. And none of this works without every single one of us. The 1 hour that you're able to give when you have that opportunity is so important to every production. It's so important to the development of the people that come into this theater, searching for a home, searching for a place to belong, a place to be, a place to tell their story. So thank you for this award, and thank you also for choosing to be a part of this wonderful organization, this wonderful family. Thank you.
And now, since we must, since it's the President Awards time, Chad's take back to the stage.
So, this is a new award for me to give out. I've never given it before. And I'll send an email about the description and the person, and you know what, just, I guess I'm going to go off script. I know it's odd. So the President's Award is for someone who, just like all the other awards, it's for someone who goes above and beyond in any area, in any category. This particular, you know what, I'm not going to say this person, this guy, okay? So this guy, I've had an opportunity to work with multiple times. This guy is usually the first one at the set, building the set. He is the first one at the rehearsals. He's the first one to clean up, to strike, to get it down. This guy I have performed recently with and was involved with the military aspect of it, of creating the guns. He's brought the military to us. I mean, if you don't know who I'm talking about yet, let me just go ahead and do it. The President's Award goes to Jared Frankenfield.
Chad, you dirtbag. All right, so, okay, 30 seconds, that's it. All right, thank you all. This really does mean a lot. All right, when I first got to North Carolina, a lot like Daniel's story, I was not happy. I lived in Havelock, North Carolina. I didn't have a car, and I had no idea where anything was. You know, I was so far away from home. I didn't have any family around. And then a really good friend of mine brought me here. And then I, showed up, and they were doing callbacks at the time for In the Heights. And then they were like, "Oh, so you're gonna audition, right?" And I was like, "I'm gonna do what?" They're like, "Oh, so you're gonna audition?" I was like, "No, I'm just here to see my friend." "No, you're gone. Get on stage." I'm like, "All right, so I'm gonna go ahead and go dance." And 3 years later, here I am standing on stage receiving this President's Award from Chad Satig, and I just want to say thank you all again for giving me the best 3 years of my life.
Wow.
So typically this is the part of the show where we do the Executive Directors Award, but we're doing something a little different right this moment here. I do want to call our Executive Director to the stage though, so everyone please welcome Angelina. Center stage. Here we go.
Explicit and controlled itinerary.
Blue.
All right. So, in the Marine Corps, whenever somebody's doing something awesome or somebody's doing something beyond amazing, they get an award. All right, and you have plenty of those. So we're going to get you something instead that you can actually use, and I'm really hoping that you enjoy it, because it is going to look great with just about every attire that you have on.
I can get it out of my pocket.
If it ever comes out.
It comes out of my pocket.
It's a gun!
Very oddly shaped gun.
Very, yeah.
It's better when you open it.
We got you a box.
Oh my gosh, I really love you. No idea. Children, close your eyes. How unbelievably proud I am to be a Marine, but more importantly, how incredibly proud I am to have the Marines here in our theater working and doing what Marines do. I am so proud of you. Thank you so much. It has the United States Marine Corps. It's going to be filled like you wouldn't believe. Hey, Chad, I'm going to get some work done now. Oh, gosh, that just really threw me off. Thank you so much. I got to tell you, volunteers are amazing to me. You all have lives. You have families, you have things, obligations that you are required to do, and yet somehow you find the energy and the passion to come through these doors and do sometimes the impossible. You astound me every year. After 12 years of being here at New Bern Civic Theater, it still blows my mind, and I'm not sure if I'm sticking around to figure out who's going to break, but you don't. No matter what happens, you never break. And each year I give out an award to someone that I always say, this is the person I'm going to have in the foxhole with me. Someone who is saving my butt, because believe it or not, some days I just don't do so well with my job. There's a lot happening here, and as perfect as I try and be, it doesn't always work out that way. But this person hasn't just helped me. This person has helped every production in any way possible, whether it's ushering or scrambling to get costumes done. This person was the saving grace for me, for Catch Me If You Can. I was the costume designer for an astronomical show, and this person was in charge of making 64 costumes so that I could flash Von Lewis on stage. But she didn't stop there. She went on to help the teens because she's a doer. She's a doer. And at the last minute, she built trees and a house and anything that she could possibly do. And she costumed a massive show that closed out last year's season with a bang. She takes on everything at all times. But despite that, she still says, hey, are you doing okay? What can I do to help you? That right there blows my mind. Because when I'm about to lose my mind with all the things that I've dropped and all the things that I'm trying to juggle in the air, which I will now be able to handle now that I have my flask. If you don't have a flask, ladies and gentlemen, get a Jason Griffith. I don't know on stage, but I'll share with you later. Thank you so much. I don't even know what to say. I love being here so much, and I love doing everything here so much. And I've been in theater pretty much my whole life off and on, and so I just feel at home when I show up in these doors, and I feel like this is my family away from family and my home away from home. I always have. I can't even say anything else because this is such a complete shock. I've only been here, such a short time. Thank you very, very, very much.
Our next show was Around the World in 80 Days. I don't know if you knew this, but I had the best seat in the house. That cast was insane. Like, literally, did you see the show? Okay. You had Austin Arrington, George Oliver, Kelly Rogers, Wes Gerard, and Patrick Gaskins and Neil Oliver both splitting the role of Phineas Fogg. Their chemistry was insane, and how they juggled so many roles and accents. Lord of mercy. Anyway, we have a video, so you guys can see what it's like. Around the World in 80 Days, directed by Jordan Doughty and produced by Amir Asghar.
And now please welcome to the stage to present the Musical Achievement Awards, Sierra DiNapoli and Derek Jordan.
All right, where are we going? We are here to present the Musical Achievement Award. And I am personally excited about presenting this award. This particular musician played in all 3 musicals this season, so that's a pretty big feat. I know that this musician has been a musician, I'm going to keep saying musician, for about 2/3 of their life. I know that this particular musician is one of very few words. Doesn't particularly like to be in the spotlight per se. Not per se. But they're very talented.
Well.
Very. They are. They're very talented.
I mean,
be nice.
Okay.
Do you have any?
Nice and this person and I don't go hand in hand.
Well, okay.
So I'm not. Well, we are like best friends on the sneak. He doesn't like to admit it.
That's true.
But it's a thing.
My particular favorite performance that this musician played a part of was July 27th, 2006.
I was very busy that day.
You were there.
I wasn't.
You were there.
I was very busy.
He was a very
He played like
part.
a pretty big part in that thing, right?
He did. I'm going to say his name now.
Okay, please, God.
Vincent DiNapoli.
Thank you.
This will be short. I do just want to thank everybody. I've been a part of, what we say, about 20 shows so far in 9 years. Can't believe Angelina let this happen. But I want to thank all of the musical directors, Tim, Brandon, Jimmy, Mama Dini, for just continuing the call and hiring me. And of course, Miss Sierra. I think it's kind of funny though, the last time she won something, she forgot to thank me. So. Get out of jail free card.
Yes, it's your, yes.
cast of Aida make their way to the stage today. Again, I had the pleasure of having the best seat in the house. I'm telling you, if you're going to volunteer, that's the place to go. Director Derek Jordan, music director Dina Singleton, and producer Jen Blaylock managed to bring back star-crossed lovers and took us to Egypt in Aida.
Starting to get to the end of our evening. But we still got a few more tricks up our sleeve. And first of all, I would like to introduce for our final award this evening, Performer of the Year. Please welcome to the stage Alan Hobson and John Van Dyke.
I'm sorry. What's going on? Sometimes you have to let the melody pop, as they say. How are you doing this evening? First, I'm going to take a cue from my main man, Mr. Vince, and shout out my wife. Hey, Jasmine. We are here to present the Performer of the Year award. I'm going to save mine. See if you have anything you got to do.
I got a little bit.
Yeah.
But, I mean, we got to find our chemistry. What's going on? Oh, we got this. We got this. Well, we're both here to salute somebody who's really wonderful, aren't we?
Oh, my God. One of the most wonderful people I've ever met.
Yes.
With this thing I'm going to say about this person, I'm just going to give it away.
Uh-oh.
This person is never, and I mean never, let me repeat, never on time. But once he gets to the festivities, I mean, the transformation is ridiculous. And I don't even mean ridiculous in a bad way. It's tremendous, ridiculous, astronomical, ginormous, whatever you want to say about it. It's just, to put it short, he deserves this award so much, so much. Your turn.
And going to that transformation thing, she is also absolutely fabulous. This is a person, okay, so like when we're directing shows, we all know, we get these blessings, we get these gifts, we go in to cast a show, we don't know who's going to show up, we're like, sometimes it's just 2 or 3 people and they brought somebody with them and they're sitting in the audience and you go, let's see what you can do on the stage. I saw magic in this person immediately, right away, and I was lucky enough to be the first one to pull him into a show here at New Bern Civic Theater, and that's why I'm up here. This person brings joy. Every time you go to a rehearsal, every time, I mean, it sometimes comes a little late.
Yeah, when it gets there.
Yeah, when it gets there. But it's always joy. It's never ugly, it's always beautiful, and I think beauty is a good word to describe this person. I think maybe everybody knows who we're talking about by now.
So, with no further ado, the Performer of the Year is
Jamar
Stranger. all of you know, he just got here.
I was working. I'm a makeup artist on the side, so I don't know what to say. I'm a crybaby. I've always been a crybaby.
We love you, Sky.
When I first came to the theater, I came as a support system for my friends. And like John said, he saw me, he asked me, can you sing? And my friends were like, yes, he can sing. So John said, sing something. The only thing I could tell him, well, the only thing I know is church songs. I just go to church all the time. I don't know anything else. So I sung and I got my debut years ago. And y'all gotta give me a minute, hold on. I thought about myself being up here like that. But I never thought I would actually get it. I know he's ready to go party and stuff, because now I need a libation. I thank my Most High Creator. I thank God, because nothing that we do will be possible. The way these shows come to life, it's more than the director, it's more than the musical cast, it's more than behind the scenes, it's the gift that the Creator puts inside of us. To do what should make it I thank my mommy. My mommy's not here. And now I have to go home and wake her up. I thank Alan, who I call my nephew, Jasmine, oh good God, too many people, Jesus, Angel, who's not here, Michelle, Jordan, and Kelly, and Molly, and Nora, and all of you. I'm sick of y'all. Well, we're gonna have fun tonight, right? So, Angelina, I love you.
I love you.
In a past life, I know we were sisters.
Yes.
Minus my beard.
I have one too.
I love you all so much. Thank you for the support and continue to keep theater alive, not just with me, even if God calls me home. Keep the life of this alive. Only you guys can make it happen, okay?
Our 2018 is already up and running. We started off the year with Bonnie and Clyde last month. And it gives me great pleasure to welcome our next month's group, opening in just next week. I'm so excited for this show. The cast of The Wiz.
Okay, so who's going to go see The Wiz? Next weekend, you only got 3 weekends to see it, and you know it's going to sell out after that. So do not hesitate. You tell your friends, you tell your family, you tell your neighbors. come out and see this amazing show, which is going to continue this amazing 50th anniversary of New Bern City Theater. Now, before we wrap things up, I do just want to point out one more thing here. I want to point out Mr. Brandon Banks on the keyboard. Brandon has become something of a mainstay around here, and we have just been tickled pink to have him and his talent, his energy, his enthusiasm, and his wonderfulness here with us. The Wiz is going to be his final production with us. He's going to be moving on to very promising pastures, I know, and we are just so thankful for the time that we have had with him, that he has given to us. Let's give a very hearty round of applause. Standing ovation.
This might be a little hard. Yes, it is very sad that Wiz is my last show. This theater has been like a second home to me. Every time I come to rehearsal, I take all the bad things out. It's such a joy to come here and just work with all of you people. You're fantastic. And I just enjoy every moment I have. And the one person I'd like to thank, John Van Dyke, who has become my mentor, my best friend, who I care about so much and who I enjoy every moment working with. He is like my favorite person, and he is so great. So thank you, John, for all of you. And yes, I am pursuing more education. I will be leaving, and I'm so grateful for all the memories and for all the fun times, and I look forward to coming back one day and seeing all the smiling faces. So thank you all.
Now, while that is it for us here, we still have a reception to go. So, now if you would kindly make your way out and head to the Omarks building. If you don't know where that is, follow the massive crowd that's going to be heading that way.
Thank you